This is a very long list for Beard, but I'm going to concentrate on four of them, the four who head the list of the leaders he least admired. Beginning with Theodore Roosevelt, he thought that Roosevelt was an imperialist and a militarist. In fact, all of the people on this list of four are in those categories, militarists and imperialists. He thought that Theodore Roosevelt was the most wanton and hot-blooded imperialist ever to sit in the White House. He was an architect of the American empire in the period of the Spanish-American War and the dreadful aftermath of that war in the Filipino-American War, 1899 to 1902, which continued through much of Theodore Roosevelt's administration following McKinley. So Theodore Roosevelt would be sort of an archetypal American militarist and imperialist for Beard, and someone he criticized severely. Woodrow Wilson, second one on his list, expanded the American empire, really intervened repeatedly in Mexico and in the Caribbean, augmenting the American empire. Although Beard supported American intervention in the First World War, he later regretted that decision. But he came to regard Woodrow Wilson's war to make the world safer democracy a tragic delusion, and really a period in history that dramatically accelerated the accumulation of imperial power in Washington. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, initially supported by Beard for domestic reasons, fighting the Depression, he admired the New Deal, was appalled by FDR's foreign policy positions. In fact, he came to think of Franklin Delano Roosevelt as the leader most responsible for the kind of country the United States had become, an empire, a military and economic empire. And this is the main consequence of the Second World War for Beard, and why the last years of Beard's life, he died in 1948, were filled with trepidation about the direction the country was moving in as a consequence of empire, augmented dramatically in the Second World War. The last figure on his list of false leaders was Harry Truman. He took a very dim view of him. He regarded the NATO and the Marshall Plan as transparently imperialist initiatives, designed, he thought, to assemble an alliance of vassal states for the United States to control. All of this for Beard was a sign that the United States had gone down the road of empire. All four of those leaders, in his view, really were responsible in crucial ways for inflicting on the American people a future that would be defined by imperialism and constant war, perpetual war for perpetual peace. That was Beard's prediction for the American people following 1945.